Welcome to Shadows of Prophecy, a D&D real play podcast following the ill-omened web of lives whispered by the void, their names repeated in the darkness. Shadows of Prophecy is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast with violent themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. With us today to traverse through adventures of dread and trepidation, we have myself, Timothy, as our ambivalent DM.
Ellie playing Two Knives, Great Vibes, Marky.
Chris playing Tall and Wiry and read through someone else's diary, Salvador Saltrose.
And Dan playing your not-so-local physician, Ren.
That's a good one.
Join us as we enter the Shadows of Prophecy. Act 1, In the Shadows. Chapter 11, The Forgotten. All right, so yeah, this figure has just appeared in front of you all. But before that, let's do a last time on Shadows of Prophecy.
Last time.
So, some spirits haunt this place. Many of them with a penchant for dramaturgy.
Because they're dramatic.
The party
Everything's
runs
dramatic.
into a corpse-hopping shambler demon
Oh.
and makes some dramatic poses.
Obviously.
Before
Unintentional.
Goes without saying, basically, that we're dramatically posing at all times.
There's a staircase, we must pose on it.
Obviously.
At the top of the stairs, they come across a set of soggy footprints leading towards a door. Ensue a battle of will of slamming and reopening doors.
And smashing bases.
And smashing vases,
vases.
yep.
A haunting competition, if you will.
Which ended in a dramatic blast of lightning with a wet ghost.
Yeah. Say it, wet ghost, wet ghost.
All right,
real
I
hero
said
of
it,
this
wet
story.
ghost.
Wet ghost, yeah.
Not my choice of words, but they are the title for this ghost now.
Yeah, poor Tim was trying to come up
It
with
is.
like a more refined way to say wet ghost.
It is just a descriptor.
It's
just
a
like,
wet
it's an
ghost.
accurate
It's a wet
descriptor.
ghost.
There's no need to
is
make it
dripping
complicated.
all
Right.
over the carpet. Like, you know those like really dramatic horror scenes with the like corpse that's just like you don't even know where the freaking water is coming from. It's just like pouring
They're just
out
so
over
wet.
them and just pouring onto the floor. It's pulling beneath them. And they are standing, staring at you, arms at their side, head kind of hanging a bit, and like this really droopy frown on their face. And the whites of their eyes are like solidly static on Ren.
I was worried it was going to be Twilight for a second. I was gonna be like, don't you dare.
And Twilight is still hissing on your backpack.
They probably drowned, right? We're all in agreement that they probably drowned, and that's why they're so wet in the
Yeah.
afterlife.
I'd
Maybe,
imagine
yeah.
so. It just makes sense.
Yeah. It would be weird if they died from like falling from a great height and they're inexplicably wet in the after. Sorry, clerical error.
Watery with, yeah.
We checked the box
What?
that said drowning.
Are you doing, Ren, as this flash of lightning brings this figure into your view?
Ren will slowly make his short sword available to him, like pull the hilt out.
Make it available.
I don't want to, if it's not hostile, I don't want to
Yeah,
like,
you start kind of like very casually unsheathing it, but not.
maybe not unsheathing it, just like pulling my cloak aside so I can easily
So you
grab
have
it if I
access?
need
Okay.
to. Again, making it available.
It doesn't move for a bit. before it slowly starts to raise an arm. And you see the like draping of its like billowy shirt.
Oh, you didn't mention that they were wearing a billowy shirt.
billowy
Is it white?
shirt.
Is it see-through because it's wet? Is it kind of
It's
hot?
kind of
Did we just enter a wet
like
t-shirt
a
competition?
white, like undershirt. Like maybe this person was a noble that hadn't fully finished dressing themselves.
Are we talking about like a drowned pirate, like pale skin?
The
cold
top
to
is
the
kind of open
touch?
up with like some hair poking out.
Wet hair.
Wet chest hair,
Wet
yeah.
hair. They
Like my lover returned from the sea, strange, different, and yet their cold touch.
Do I hug it before it murders me? Like, what's going on?
So they stretch out their arm. You see like the wet billow of their shirt kind of sag and like drape under their arm as they very just like slowly
Dramatically.
extend their arm, so dramatic, and like point a finger off towards the right of the room. And that's when their gaze shifts towards the tip of their finger and their hand begins to tremble.
Behind us? Are they pointing behind, I guess, Ren? at
They're
this point?
like pointing off to your right.
Can we look where they're pointing? Take a gander?
Yes.
Yeah, slowly
Yeah. turn,
but keeping an eye on the wet ghost.
So yeah, keep an eye on the way, guys. Make sure you don't
Cross my eyes backwards to look at both at
Yeah.
the same time.
lose.
You keep an eye on the
Crap.
ghost. I'll look at what it's pointing at.
Sounds good.
So as you follow the direction of their finger,
Maybe it was slamming the doors because it wanted us to come down here.
Oh, maybe. But it didn't slam the door to the other room.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go
you
ahead.
see another door.
Where does it exit to? The wall that is on our wall?
So there's like, so you've kind of entered into this space and there's like a hallway and there's like a living chamber that you entered into the right, and they're pointing back towards another door that's on the far end of the room from where you entered.
I'll go open the door, keeping like an eye on the ghost,
Yeah, I can. I
but
got
like
the ghost.
back up towards the door and like see, does the ghost do anything as I start like moving towards the door? Like, okay, we're doing the door.
It continues to gaze at the tip of its finger in the direction of the door, unmoving, other than
The trembling.
the shaking of its hand. You make your way over to the
Yeah.
door. It is currently closed.
Slowly open it.
You start to turn the handle, and it doesn't go very far. It must be locked.
Ah, I don't know why I didn't think of that.
To the right of the door,
Uh-huh.
there is a placard,
Okay.
and the placard reads, "Knock, knock."
Who's there? I say.
You say who's there,
Who's there?
and then you hear this incorporeal voice, kind of like in the back of your head, go, "I am."
Whoa.
Is it
I
just
didn't think
Marky that
was
hears
gonna
this?
work. Is it just me? Or is it like, can everybody hear it? Is it happening in the room?
It happens in everybody's head.
Do we think that's the wet? Does the voice match the way we think the wet ghost would sound?
Hard to tell.
That's fair.
It is a masculine voice of sorts.
Can you open the door, please?
Silence.
What's the deal with this ghost? I say into the open air.
Silence.
I try knock knock again.
Have you knocked on the door? Do you knock on the
No,
door?
I haven't tried knocking on the door. I say knock knock.
Who's there?
I am.
I am who?
I am Marky, the Kobold Bard. Please don't steal my name. I maybe shouldn't have said that. Uh-oh. I shouldn't tell my name to mysterious voices I hear in my head, should I?
No, probably not. But...
That's not very funny.
Oh, sorry.
Try again.
Okay, well, you start. I have a great joke, but you have to start.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, that's a 13.
A 13. It's silent for a couple moments. And then you hear knock, knock.
Who's there?
Lena.
Lena who?
Lean a little closer and I'll tell you another joke.
See, I told you it was a great one. Does it work?
And the lock unclicks.
Whoa! Finally got that social interaction.
And the door begins to swing open until it slams shut.
Oh.
I see what you did. That was my joke.
Oh, you got me. You're too clever for me. Okay, will you only do knock-knock jokes, or will you accept a riddle? It's sort of like a riddle joke. It's a funny riddle.
It best be good.
Okay, and this one's it's thematic, too. Where does the king keep his armies?
I do not know. Where does the king keep his armies?
In his sleeveys? And Marky wiggles her arms around.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
The door giggles.
The door kind of like jiggles a little bit before again you hear it unclick and start to slide open.
And can I go in? Or can I like push it open a little further? I don't want it to like slam on my fingers.
Yeah, so you gingerly go over.
How's the wet ghost doing? Did the wet ghost laugh?
The West? No. No, the wet ghost did not
Tough
laugh.
audience.
They're more of a visual comedy, slapstick comedy than.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
They're still just standing there pointing at this door,
Trembling a little bit.
trembling just slightly, ever so slightly. Their gaze still just as daunting, and you gingerly push open this door, and it leads into a small kind of vestibule-like hallway. To the right, you see another door. But in this room, you see a couple things. There's an orrery.
Okay, that's like the globe, like
The planetary,
celestial going around.
arrangements.
Yeah.
And lots of books on the walls, and a writing desk with a small wooden box on it.
I look back through the door. It seems relatively safe in here, guys. I don't know if you want to come with or you want to stay with the ghost. It feels kind of rude to like just leave them behind.
I mean, they can always follow us if they want.
Yeah,
That's true.
So,
They do seem to be able to like phase through walls and go invisible and stuff.
So we'll just leave the ghost.
Yeah.
We're going into the room that you're pointing at, so we're going to take a look around.
Thumbs up.
Feel free to come in and point at something else.
The ghost does not move nor speak.
So is there a pool of liquid like puddling underneath it now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Starting to kind of like pull and dribble towards a section of the room where the floor kind of sags a little bit more than other places.
sounds like a clue. Or just old buildings.
Scrabble at the floor. There's something under there.
I pull my crowbar and start pulling up the boards.
So yeah, what are you doing?
We'll go in the room.
Yeah, I follow.
Take a little looky at this box on the desk.
Yeah, so
Does the door let everybody else in without issue?
the door does not make any more sounds or move as the other party members try to enter.
Cool.
The box
Oh,
has 6 keyholes,
bug box.
and below each keyhole is a placard with the image of a various bug.
We've got an ant, a cicada, a dragonfly, a fly, a freaky looking dude with some pinchers. Maybe a woodlouse is what that is. And then we've got like a stag beetle, I think.
Oh, is that a
Some kind of
termite?
beetle.
Oh, yeah, earwig, I think.
Termite? Earwig, okay.
Right, because it's pinches on the back. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But then all of these keyholes, and we don't have any keys. So, like, what can we really do about the situation?
We can raid this room and
Yeah,
find
Marky,
the
as
keys.
you turn around to show this box to Ren and Salvador,
Bug box.
you notice near the door is a key hook with 6 keys hanging on it.
Oh, guys, this is good. Look, keys.
They made this
My
puzzle so
gosh, I'm
easy.
so good at solving puzzles. Don't say that. I think it was a hard puzzle that I solved really good
No, you're
by
right.
turning around.
You're right. That's very perceptive of you.
Okay, so we got some keys here, and all of them have different teeth and different handles. And
So there are no bugs on these keys.
there are none, but I feel like thematically, maybe they sort of like match the bugs.
It looks like the wings. Like these, this has like broad wings.
Oh, like kind of fly-like wings.
You take the keys off the rack and you start examining them. Each one has a different, intricately braided handle. They're all hefty keys, maybe of a brass, and they have intricate teeth of various shapes and sizes.
Ren would like to look through the books in the area to find a book maybe about bugs.
Yeah, so give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oops. That is a... Oh, that's more than I thought it was. That's 16.
So as you start perusing this library, you find a lot of like old classics. So we're like Catcher in the Rye,
What?
The Color Purple.
Elf Catcher in the Rye, Gnome Color Purple.
So lots of classics in this world. And a lot of, again, more like cosmology, astronomy, books on the arcane, and just like general hobby books. So there's some books about plants, books about birds, and a book of bugs. Yes.
Oh, bug book.
Bug book.
Oh, bug box.
Bug book, bug box, bug keys.
Bug keys.
I am going to sift through this book and try and find those bugs in the book.
I think I have an idea.
All right.
If you notice that, like the ends, like this has 1 end, this has 2, this has 4, 6, 5, 3, like dangly, like the ends of the key.
on
Oh, the teeth.
Yeah.
So the handles might be a rose kipper, as it were, a red herring. Well, I mean, we can just try, like, and see if it turns the lock. And probably get super cursed if we're wrong, to be honest.
So maybe start at
ghost?
1 and go through 6.
Yeah, well, because this has 1.
So
Right.
1 for ant.
1 for ant.
1 tooth for ant.
2 for cicada. Wait, no, is this 2 or is this 2?
I think this is 2 and this is 4 because this has 4 little teeth off of the 2
yeah.
teeth.
Oh, God, I'm getting stuck on everything. Do you want to look at the bug book? We'll try and put these in order while you look at the bug book.
Give me an investigation check with that bug book of yours.
Oh, that is a 25.
A 25.
Wow.
Wow.
You are reading so good.
Ren
Such
is
good read.
smart.
Ren
Excellent
is
reading
smart.
comprehension.
Nobody plays intelligence-based characters, I feel like.
Other
It's
than
very-
wizards,
Other than
yeah.
wizards. So
Yeah.
I like the mix it
So
up.
you make this amazing investigation check, and you are quickly identifying. I mean, you know what most of these are already, so you're able to like use the index just to cross-check and validate. So we have like you find a carpenter ant page, you find a cicada page. We've got a staghorn beetle. And this one's a little tricky. You're not sure if it's a dragonfly or a damselfly. The sketches are very similar.
It's really about the type of tail they have, which you can't see in this top-down view, right?
Yeah, so the tail's hard to tell as you're like reading through and trying to determine dragonfly, damselfly, one of those. The next one really is just a fly, like a horsefly, earwig, and am I missing any?
I don't think
No.
that's
And the
six.
beetle.
Because you said stag beetle earlier.
Stag beetle is the last one.
I think I figured it out, y'all.
Yeah, what's
What is
that?
it?
Ant starts with A, cicada C, damsel or dragonfly D, fly F,
Oh,
Earwig.
earwig, and then B for beetle. I know it's technically a stag beetle, but
But beetle.
So
Because
what-
B is the only one we're
so
missing.
1A, C3. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
yeah.
The
So
number
instead of the
teeth?
number of teeth.
Oh.
Okay, so A, ant, 1. B, beetle, 2.
2,
C, cicada, 3.
3, yeah.
D, dragon or damselfly, 4.
4.
Oh boy, I'm just moving all the paper all over the page. A, B, C, D, E, earwig, 5.
5. And then
F, fly,
fly,
6. Okay. Will we try that?
All right. So you take these 6 keys. You look at each one, count the number of prongs or teeth, line those up with the bugs matching the corresponding letter of the alphabet, and turn each one in the keyhole. And the box unlocks.
no puzzle too
Yeah,
complicated.
oh my God.
Turn around to see if the ghosts saw.
This is team puzzles. Team puzzles.
Team puzzles
Y'all
and
are
jokes.
So fast.
Oh my
I need to make
gosh.
these more complicated.
Does the wet ghost look impressed a little bit?
They're still
As you
they're
turn
pointing to
back to where the wet ghost was, it is no longer there.
Oh, shit.
Has disappeared.
Any wet footprints on the ground anywhere besides the
The
big
ground
puddle?
is still a big puddle.
Also, it just melted into the floor.
Okay, well, I hope they're watching because we did a really good job on that.
It was like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Taz, we found those keys so fast. You found the book so fast. We solved the puzzle so
I
fast.
didn't really need the book, but
It helped you identify like
Yeah.
damsel versus dragonfly.
yeah, I
Well,
think
they're
it's
both
true.
D,
They're
so
both
it wouldn't
Ds.
have.
I mean, yeah.
All right, what's in the box?
All right. So the box unlocks, and Marky flings it open. And inside is a scroll. Give me an insight check, Marky.
Wow, not rolling great, but that's a 9.
All right. The scroll is yellowed, and the edges are kind of frayed. And it is a particularly large scroll, rolled many, many times, and closed with a ribbon and a wax seal.
Oh. I assume we should open it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody
see
else
why
is waiting
not.
around for it.
I take one little claw and I carefully, actually no, I pull out a knife, 2 knives,
Too nice.
just in case if I need a backup knife. And I gently use the tip of the knife to kind of like wiggle under the wax seal and try and pop it off without like breaking it.
All right.
Gently.
That's how you
Give
get
me a
curse.
sleight of hands check.
Does the seal have something on it? Like,
Oh,
was it
that's a good point.
It does. It's the seal of the Valerian family.
Oh.
Okay, that's a 10.
A 10. All right. You pop it off without breaking it, but you very much misshapen and nick it.
Well,
Now they'll know that we looked at it.
Nobody's gonna get
The
mad,
dead
I
people.
guess.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna get less cursed because I left it intact. And so I unroll the very long scroll.
Yeah, so you start unrolling it, and it is. How do you unroll it? Do you just like whip it out, or do you just
Whip it out.
I have like the free end in one little clawed hand, and then I have the other, and I'm just doing like a
Okay.
until I get to like my full arm length, presumably, which maybe it's longer than because I got short little arms.
Yeah, so you start rolling it out, you pull it out with your one hand, it starts to unfurl, and you get to as far as your arms can go, and you're still holding a substantial amount of scroll in your other hand.
Based on what I've unrolled so far, like what's on the paper?
You see a very fine print that is just like going the length of the scroll, not the width of the scroll, of text.
Is it like all text on the whole page?
The whole page is just
Ren.
covered in text.
Start running around the room.
Ren will do a power read.
Look at this
right.
like you looked at the bug book. Use your good brain and your power
You
flies.
start just like reading bits
in
of
the
this
zone.
scroll. It's obnoxious because like every line is the
true, you
length
have
of
to
the scroll.
unroll the
So yeah, I'm on one side, you're on the other side. It's like
Yeah, oh yeah, we both unroll it between us.
And then just walk back and forth.
So okay, so
Go team, go
two
team,
of
go
you
team.
unroll. You have to go back into the other room.
Oh my
in order
God.
to
That
like
big?
unravel.
Like
the
how many feet
scroll.
long? Fully unraveled.
This is like a 20 to 30 foot long.
You have to use all your
scroll.
movement.
yeah, 1 6 seconds, one to the other.
And it is all written in this fine print that is just like over and over and over. And so you start pacing back and forth, following the lines. And you're like, oh my gosh, start losing track of which line you are on.
Watch Timothy pull out a handout for this.
Yeah, it's just like
And speaking of which, just like hoists out a huge scroll.
I actually don't have a handout for this one, unfortunately.
That would be so funny. We're like run up the basement stairs.
I freaking love handouts, though. I know you've realized that by now.
So many.
But no, I don't have the handout for this. But you start reading it, you're like losing track. Can you give me what would that be?
Just intelligence?
Just
Raw
yeah,
intelligence?
give me an intelligence roll.
Cool. Oh. No, that's not good. An 8.
Okay. So you're having a hard time reading this text. It's incredibly fine print. It's these long running lines of text in this giant wave of words. But you start to pull out some things that keep popping up. And you keep seeing this word about the harbingers. And a lot of weird cryptic references to tarot cards, like the Fool, the Empress, the Scholar.
Are tarot cards common in this world? Like, would I know that they're like used for divination?
I mean, most of your experience with tarot cards has been like people who claim to be fortune tellers might use them as a tool, but there's a lot of people who make that claim and their abilities don't turn out to be very accurate.
Gotcha. But
so to
they're
speak.
but the tarot deck, as like we know it in our world, is
we're gonna make it a canonical concept here.
gotcha. And it's like it's not uncommon to know about them, like to know, not necessarily know what they are, but like to be like,
You know
Fool
of
is a
them,
card.
like you start to realize that these are like references to cards in the tarot deck. Not all of them are the same as our real world ones,
Sure.
but their version of a tarot deck. So
Gotcha.
archetypes.
Cool.
And again, the harbinger comes back again and again and again. And as you start to like notice this pattern, you start to like find little snippets. And you see a line that says, "The hanged man is marked by a set of wings." You see a passage about the Harbinger bringing about the end times.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find a note about the Hierophant, a pink tiefling marked by a rose.
Oh my god.
The Oracle is a seer marked by a cat. The Scholar is a wizard marked by floral silks. And lots of these little references about how these characters are part of a grand prophecy, all coming back to this idea of the end times.
So I'll be reading those like bits that I find aloud.
Oh my god, it's about you. Right?
I mean, at that point, Ren will like lift up the inside of his cloak to show that there are wings like stitched to the inside.
Oh, you're the hanged man.
Yeah.
What about,
But I
do you
also
have a cat? So you're both?
Or maybe the cat's the wizard. Oh, was the wizard? No, what was that? The wizard.
The wizard, the
Wizard
scholar
silk,
is the
floral
wizard
silk.
with floral
Oh,
silks.
Hierophant.
The Hierophant is a
seer
tiefling.
Oh,
with
yeah.
rose.
A
marked
seer.
by a cat is known as the Oracle.
Oracle. My cat's the Oracle. No, that's not right. Or
So
it
you're
could be
either
both.
the hangman or the oracle.
I mean, this just seems too on the nose.
But who's
What? No.
And I've never met another pink tiefling in my whole life, which I have recently learned.
It's 12 hours.
It's a 12-hour
12
span.
hours.
And marked by a rose.
Yes, I suppose that would be me because that's my surname,
Oh.
Salt Rose.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I forgot.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
No,
Does it say anything
the spell
about
made
how-
me forget.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's
we
right.
keep forgetting you don't have any memories. Does it say anything in there about a cool girl?
Anything about kobolds or
Anything
poets.
maybe I'm
storytellers?
like the moon or like a cool like queen of something.
Give me another
You're the Queen of Hearts.
investigation
Yeah.
check.
Okay, redeem myself.
As you are specifically looking for references to a kobold
13.
or Marky
Which
or
there probably is not because Marky lives in a time loop and doesn't do anything.
For now,
For now.
we'll free you. We're invested at this point.
All right. Nothing references a kobold. Nothing references Marky specifically. You don't see any names in this entire, like, you haven't come across a name yet. Everybody's just referenced by their markings. And you come up. No. Nothing about Marky. At least not that you're making a connection to.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I mean, like, I'd rather you be in there than me, personally. I don't want to be a part of this.
Ellie is fine with it, but Marky obviously wants to be involved.
Especially having the hangman as your
It is
sobriquet.
tough. Like, a lot of these references are very cryptic. You're familiar with yourself. You know yourself really well. So when the moment you saw the wings, you were like, oh my gosh, like that sounds like me. And like the pink tiefling, that's so specific. But a lot of the other ones are a lot more vague.
Did you get your cat from someone?
No, he was a stray. And that just, like, hung out near where I lived, and I picked him out. At least that's what I know about him. I mean,
Maybe he had a
stranger
life
things
before
have
you.
happened.
Yeah.
Scholar.
Well, this is probably too big to bring with us, right? This scroll.
How
it's
tall
dense.
is this scroll?
How big is the book?
Probably very heavy.
Oh.
How tall is it?
Yeah.
Like the width of it
Yeah.
versus the length
If we're
of
holding
it?
it up, like.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it's about maybe like a foot tall.
Okay, so if you roll it up, I mean, it fit in a small box.
Yeah,
right?
it's
It fit in a
box.
small box, yeah.
Okay, so we'll roll it up. We'll take it with us.
You're carrying it.
That's fine.
Okay. Anything else in this room? Any more doors? Do we think this is what the wet ghost wanted us to find? It doesn't say anything about a wet ghost.
But the weapon is gone.
The wet ghost is gone. There is another door to the right of the entrance that you came in.
Well, I suppose we should check that, just in case the wet ghost wasn't pointing at the box.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Furniture, probably, right? Paintings on the wall.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there's lots of like very extravagant things in this room
Eyeball paintings.
that are
we have to keep an eye out.
that all kind of feel like they belong here. Like this is what you could assume to be the noble quarters. Like this might be the king's room, this might be the queen's room.
Rich.
Everything is like gilded in gold. Beautiful oil paintings. These are like gorgeously bound books.
Novelty
This
doors.
is like a
Novelty.
collection,
Oh yeah, novelty doors.
a personal collection library, and this like really dramatic orrery.
Oh yeah. I just forgot that the orrery was there. That's kind of interesting. But I was also gonna say, like, do you think that the king told his Dora knock knock joke every time he wanted to go to bed or something?
They're dad jokes.
It's like,
yeah.
dude, I'm not really in the mood for this today. You created me, dude. You
had me
asked for me to
put
be
in.
here.
Ren's gonna kind of sift through drawers of like tables or the desk and whatnot, and just look for things of value. That small, like,
Oh my God,
jewelry.
you little opportunist.
What?
He's a grad student. He needs to make supplemental income.
Oh my gosh! But like, you can grab so many things,
But I can only carry so much.
that you can carry. Like, yeah. So
Don't have a bag of holding, so I can't just shove.
you can like go for things that are like a big bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Where like relatively small and light, but very intricate, so probably very expensive. So yeah, we can talk after the session about exactly like what the fuck you find.
Let's just make an assumption that Ren picks up valuable
there's-
things. He goes.
So many things, all coated in like a layer of dust.
Perfectly fine, cleanable.
Anything fabric or a textile sort, probably destroyed, decayed a bit.
Right.
Wood has been aged. There might be some rusting of the silver, or the silver's probably pretty tarnished.
Yeah. Again,
Can be
cleanable.
fixed.
Yeah, so I'm looking
Yeah.
for like precious metal stones.
Yeah,
Things like that.
lovely. You're picking it all up. It's wonderful. You're so excited.
I'm just jingling as I walk.
Make a stealth.
Stealth advantage. I don't wear armor, but boy howdy, do I just have so many rings.
Loose jewels.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this door. You were gonna. What were you doing at this door, Marky?
I think I'm gonna open it.
All right. Again, you put your hand on the handle, and you begin.
Is
turn
there a
it.
plaque?
There's no plaque,
Okay.
but it is locked.
Knock knock.
You hear another incorporeal voice.
No.
I am what men love more than life, fear more than death, or mortal strife. What dead men have and rich require. I'm what contented men desire.
Time. Right?
Come on, Salvador, if you know
Yeah,
something,
you
say it.
just shake your head at us.
I think it's nothing.
Ah, clever one. You
Oh, we
are
got
correct. Shall we do another?
You don't have control over this door, do you?
You're just a riddle
You just
guy.
you just wanted to keep this going.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Just that you're like, you hang out here and do riddles?
Yeah. You're the other door.
You're the other door.
You just haven't talked to anybody in
You're the,
probably centuries.
the word playlist.
Do another
would
riddle.
never,
Let's play.
I would
Okay,
never.
all right, do another.
Yeah.
That first one was
do another,
good.
do another. Yeah, that was good.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Yeah, we'll find out.
on with the next. Names give power, magic to control. But what is broken when it is spoken?
Silence.
So quick.
Yes, Marky does a little, she spins around in a circle.
Finger guns.
I have never had anybody so quick with riddles. I guess I must permit you to enter this room.
Thank you.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Are you mocking their voice?
Yeah.
No.
The second time.
What was the first time?
They
Poor snake bite.
Whatever. Yeah.
Snake thing or
two
whatever.
strikes. Third one,
Yeah.
you are out.
I'll be just bolted by God. Yeah.
Salvador's just one of those people who like unconsciously like mimics people's accents,
yeah.
and then you're like, oh, this is so embarrassing.
Just reflects energies. Just like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm mirroring.
my
This is what they
gosh,
teach you
yeah,
in
mirroring.
yeah.
Oh, it makes people like you. You read a book about it?
Yeah, I read a book. Yeah.
So the door begins to slowly creak open as you hear the voice begin to fade. Do come back.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. If you got another one, we can do it now. We're not in a rush, to be honest. This is the nicest room we've been in so far.
You're so curious. Well, honestly, you are very nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You would care to answer another riddle?
sure. I mean, I can't guarantee I'll get it, but that sounds nice. Sure, why not? I mean, if you're lonely, I mean, guys, come on. It can't hurt to have the building on our side.
That's
yeah.
true.
Maybe it
Maybe
knows.
other doors.
I do have a question.
Door
Door person?
riddle? Door riddle?
Riddle door?
Riddle door?
Frederick.
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 Oh, it's got a name.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Are you just the door, or are you an entity of the building? Are you the other? Did you?
Yeah,
also,
did you do the other
were you
door, or
also
is
the
that
knock
somebody
knock door?
else?
That's a good question.
I hope the knock knock door and the riddle
me
door can talk to
think.
each other.
Oh my god, is this like some sort of poor spirit tree that was like chopped up into doors?
Oh my god.
Hey, that's exactly.
It was like
reminds
a
me
fey tree with like a dryad in it or something.
I remember
of just a triad.
a man wearing extravagant robes talking to me quite a lot.
Probably the king. Right?
That was some time ago now. But before that... I do remember something. I remember... I was in a forest.
Uh-oh, tragic backstory.
I could feel the sun on my... What do you call those things that jut out
Your branches?
from your
Armies?
bodies?
Your armies. Hey. Well, I don't want to assume what form you were in, but either branches or, well, limbs.
Yeah, you're right.
Universally,
Limbs.
limbs.
I could feel the sun. Oh, it's been a while that I felt the sun.
All right, I get out the screwdriver and I start taking this bad boy off the hinges.
You're coming with
Rescuing
us.
this door.
I'm gonna go knock on the first door and be like, "Hello, hello."
Knock, knock.
Oh,
Okay,
a different.
sorry. What's your name?
What is a name?
When it's spoken, it's broken. Blah blah blah. Name gives power. Magic. Like something.
Okay, never mind. I don't like this door, and I'm gonna go just walk away from it.
Well, no, that's sorry. A name is like
What is that?
What you're called.
It's a special word that only means one thing, and that one thing is you.
I have been many names then.
Oh, I thought it was a riddle. I was.
Mostly knock knock, I'm sure.
Is it Frederick by chance?
Recently, I think I was Lena.
Do you also remember the sun?
What is the sun?
It's a burning light in the sky.
I know a riddle about a sun.
Is that the answer? Or
Or a joke. I know a joke about the sun.
Got a joke door and a riddle door.
okay.
Great, and they're different things. Joker.
Well, Lena, it's been a pleasure. We'll be right back.
Do you know Frederick by any chance, Lena? Do you and Frederick get to talk ever?
What is a Frederick?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's that guy over there, and I point to Frederick, the door.
Why do you think they can talk to us but not each other?
Do they have
Well,
like
it's
an
speaking
area?
into our brains,
Oh.
right?
Do
It's
they
not
not
like
have
audio.
brains?
It's not like audible. It's some sort of telepathy.
But if they can speak telepathically, it seems like they should be able to speak telepathically.
Throughout this, Frederick has been continuing
Oh no!
their story.
Sorry, Frederick.
Oh, I
we
was-
didn't mean to ignore you.
Just dancing in the wind.
Just
Oh, yeah.
completely like they just start going on this tangent. Like they start recalling bits of a life that they lived, people they knew once, family. lovers.
We gotta get Frederick.
Oh no, we've got to get them both out of here.
Gotta get them both
I
out of
can't
here.
imagine being here.
Okay, are the hinges screwed like into the
To the stone?
into the door frame? What's the situation? How easy would it be to get these doors off of whatever they're attached to?
I mean, you could eventually get it off. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not easy, but it's not difficult.
Are they really heavy, like big wood doors?
Oh yeah, these are like
Solid.
solid oak doors.
How many pounds each? Just to gauge. Are they,
Like
tall doors too?
40 pounds.
Are there windows?
They're like
Yeah, there's a window.
iron
There are windows.
reinforced.
So maybe we just shove them out the window. Can they feel?
Can it fit even?
Can
Oh
they
my
feel
gosh.
physical pain?
Oh
Probably
my
not.
gosh.
We
I
can
don't-
lower him down. I got rope.
Do you want
And
me
then
to
they're
stab it? No,
outdoors.
let's not stab the door.
To find out if they can feel
To
pain.
Yeah. I'd be sad if they like shattered on the ground though.
I got rope.
But
And
if
bed
they-
sheets.
Oh,
But
we
if
got rubber
they
bed sheets.
were-
We'll lower them down.
But also, if they were trees and they were chopped up to be turned into doors, it obviously didn't kill them. So
Right.
being broken or like that doesn't kill them. What are the parameters of this door? We can't just leave them here. They're all lonely.
No, you're right. But I like the idea of using rope, lower them down slowly. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're only one floor up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the tall floor, I'm sure.
And through the
It's a castle.
window, these are big windows. So
Yeah,
we just have to
right?
get
There's
them.
not like grates on the window that would keep us from doing that.
No, these are like really fancy stained glass windows.
Well,
Okay, great.
fuck these
Why?
windows.
We can be a ghost of our own, and we throw a base out the
Yeah.
door.
Obviously, somebody in this house already disrespects the windows.
Yeah.
So
So I guess we'll spend the next hour or so.
trying to get these
Taking
doors
these
off
doors
the
off the
Do you have a
hinges.
short rest while we're at it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be good. I can get my hit points back.
Oh, and I get some of my
Oh my
channel divinity
gosh.
back.
I'm gonna let y'all have this one.
Thank
Nice.
you.
But remember, I let you have it.
Because you're gonna do something terrible.
These doors better come back at some point in the future.
We're going to divide them up between us and always have a piece.
They'll be up.
Splinter of
Oh my God.
Frederick.
And at any point during any session, we can say, I pull out my splinter of Frederick. Tell me a riddle.
My God.
I love it.
Just to torment the DM.
In my mind, we put them into somebody. We install them somewhere as doors somewhere, and they live out their lives talking to people.
yeah.
Oh, like the door to a
The door to the
yik.
Yik Yak or something. Yeah.
But make sure that they know that like they should just let people in and not.
Or it could just be like
like the jokes and riddles are like optional, and if people want to, yes, but if they don't, like just leave them alone.
Maybe taking them out of the castle too will like break that sort of like requirement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like take a hint. You know?
even it doesn't even have to be like the door, but it could just be like a door frame inside of the tavern that if people want to do it,
people
they
can just like walk through for
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, so like take the wood panels off and like remake it into something else, like a
like
backsplash
upcycling.
of the
Ooh,
bar.
yeah, or the bar itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, your
You
bar
know, we'll
just
take doors and make them
so-
into bars. Oh yeah. Or
Oh
like,
my God, yeah, and you're just sitting there, and it's like knock knock. That would be so
Whoa.
much fun.
Okay, fuck this prophecy.
People
This is what
love
we're
that,
doing.
yeah.
This is the campaign. Making sure
that's fine.
Frederick and Lena are safe.
Campaign.
Safe, loved, appreciated,
Screw everything I
well-oiled.
prepared. Screw all of my other handouts that I have
You
done.
said you were taking the guardrails off.
You said we could do anything.
Biting my tongue.
Okay. We rescue the doors.
And
They're
we lower
happy
them down.
forever.
And hopefully can get out there later
Yeah.
to grab them.
So yeah, I will permit this.
Great. We shatter the windows. Lower them down.
You take some time. You get a short rest in mechanically.
Perfect.
And you take the doors off the hinges, bust open one of the windows, and slowly
Make like a rope
repel
sleigh.
them
Yeah.
down to the yard beneath the windows.
We could rappel down. We
Yeah,
could leave.
This is what we have to get the information.
Oh,
You
right.
could
Sorry, we're
leave.
solving a puzzle.
No,
We
yeah.
got that
Yes.
second door
You're-
that we riddled through, so we should probably check that out too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're not required to stay here.
What's behind the...
Some of you may be motivated.
What's behind
Door number
Frederick?
2.
Oh yeah, we take them off the hinges and these. Yeah.
As you lower, Lena doesn't say shit. Like, after you take Lena off, unless you are prompting Lena,
So, but taking her off her hinges doesn't like
Kill her.
kill her.
not that you're aware of.
So she responds once we.
If you can, like, ask her questions or something, she responds.
Okay.
But again, very methodically, as if she's just like, she has a library of information that she's pulling from.
Oh, my gosh. They were the same tree. They were split into two, right brain, left brain.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
But Frederick,
Put them back together. Double
like,
doors.
Oh my god, double doors!
continues their existential crisis for a bit. Like,
no,
intermittently,
Frederick.
like, they keep having, like, little interjections of, like, a memory that they have. And they seemingly lived a relatively lovely life.
The
Like,
way that they're
they had a family.
describing it, do we think they're like a tree, or are they talking as if they were like,
They were a person.
Oh no.
Yeah.
they got like trapped in a door? Haunting! These doors are haunted! Oh my god, obviously!
Haunted doors.
Duh, this place is so haunted!
Does the telepathy like fade as the farther we get? So like
Yeah, it
even when we're lowering them,
fades.
they're like
It
the voice in the
weirdly-
back of your
yeah.
head just like gets quieter and
It gets quieter and quieter and
wait.
quieter as they're, like, further away.
But no, because they interacted with the king, so this is not like a haunting. This was like, these doors have been here deliberately, even when the castle was occupied.
Yeah.
It's not like a recent thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
So it's like a soul of a person was put into a door.
in a fucked up way, probably, because that's the only way souls get into things.
I wonder if it was like a life-sustaining thing. Like they were gonna die, but then they got reborn as this.
So maybe either we make them double doors somewhere where they can talk to each other, or we find a way to
return them
release them.
Let them go into the afterlife. And can you imagine, we have the ability to transfer your soul into another vessel so that you can continue to live forever.
We chose a door.
We're gonna put you in a door and make you write riddles.
In the back room of the king's quarters.
Yeah. You have to like listen to the king do like whatever he's doing in his quarters.
Oh boy.
But as you finish rappelling Frederick down to the yard, you just hear him call out, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Guys,
We did a good thing.
Yeah.
Now let's go raid this king's room.
All right, yeah.
Pull out the sack, put on the clothes.
Anything shiny goes in this bag.
You enter like a powder room with like wardrobe situation. Like you just see
where jewelry would be.
Like, yeah, you see little cabinets of fineries, jewels, baubles, pins, a couple crowns just kind of sitting out.
Curse, don't touch those.
And,
Taking
and
them.
like just robes, furs, silks, all like hanging up on racks. And like a small cosmetic table.
I can't believe this place hasn't been like raided and set. Well, no. Oh wait, it's full of demons. Never mind.
It's also
It's also in a time loop.
impenetrable.
riddles.
Yeah.
Nobody else could have answered those riddles. We're the most smartest people in the
Yeah.
world. Are all the textiles pretty decayed, or can Marky snag like a nice fur coat?
Yeah, so like a lot of textiles are pretty decayed, but there might be one or two that are in better shape.
Well, was Frederick airtight? Because
I don't think the stone castle is like hermetically sealed.
Don't think, yeah, not hermetically sealed, not weatherproof, time-proof, or any of that.
Especially now that we've broken all the windows.
Yeah, the windows are open, the doors are removed.
Yeah.
decay sets in.
Oh wait, we're sacking the castle.
So yeah, there is like there's like a first stole.
Okay, perfect. Marky has shown remarkable restraint up to this point, but she is gonna grab a first hole and like.
Okay.
Is there like a fancy short sword by chance lying around?
A fancy short sword.
Like a king's sword?
There was above the bed. 2 rooms back.
Oh, I'm gonna go back for that.
Oh, there was a
thing.
bed 2 rooms back? Oh, that's where we took our short rest, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of
That
where
was the-
you
yeah, wet ghost.
rested. Wet ghost.
Wait, the
was
wet
there.
ghost? There was a bed in the wet ghost room?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
just said
bedroom.
living quarters because
Yeah.
the ghost was the important part of the
Right,
room.
I guess.
But it was a bedroom.
Okay.
/ living. Like there was like a little couch and like coffee table.
Got it. Okay, like a fancy bedroom.
Yeah.
When I pick it up, do I feel cursed?
Give me a
A luck roll?
religion
A
roll.
religion roll. I actually don't have that back because my intelligence is pretty high, but I roll like garbage. 12?
12. You don't feel cursed.
Okay, cool. I'm sure.
Guess we'll find
I
out.
tie it next to my
No
short
weird
sword.
winds blow past you. You don't feel it chill. Your fingers don't tingle. The hair on the back of your neck doesn't do anything.
Is it good and sharp, like usable, or is it just like display?
It's a little bit more of the display.
That's okay.
It's a little bit
Genre.
blunty, yeah.
Yeah. It's a ceremonial
Maybe
It's
sword.
their
Maybe I can get it
it's-
sharpened.
It's the king's ceremonial sword that they bring with them into the throne room, but they're not actually fighting anybody.
Yeah.
It's just all for show. That's what the guards are for.
But it's probably worth a lot of money. So.
Probably worth a lot of money. It's like a jewel encrusted hilt.
Beautiful.
Can I do an investigation to see if I, like, going through the rest of these rooms in this area of the castle to see, is there any trace of the wet ghost or any other sort of ethereal spookiness about?
Any more doors to like riddles?
Are you?
This is a Sudoku.
Are you like
Sudoku
going
book.
back out into the hall, or are you staying within the king's quarters area?
So we are only in the king's quarters. We've only ever been in those, from what we've seen. Those
Yeah.
doors. Yeah, I'll sweep that room and then I'll go to the queen's ones next door.
All right. So, are the others following him, or are you? Like, how are we going about this? Like,
yeah.
you got into this powder room, you've
It's pretty.
thefted, raided.
There's nothing.
You raided their closet and found some new fashion choices. And are you all just like, okay, let's just start pulling apart this castle, or do you have other intentions in mind?
I would like to go back and look at the orrery, and we have some of the like little celestial diagrams and stuff.
That's right.
I'm gonna like,
You do have some celestial diagrams.
I'm gonna like use my little claws to like turn the dials and stuff.
Are you gonna
and
line them up with the diagrams? Good
Yeah,
luck.
I'm gonna kind of like look at the diagrams, like look at the orrery and see like, you know, because I don't know about space. Like, you know, this is sort of all new to her, so she's gonna like,
Yeah, you might not even know what the fuck an orrery
what's
is.
a planet? Like,
What's a planet?
It's like this world, but another one.
yeah, but she's not like dumb.
Yeah.
And like some of the symbols maybe match, and so I'm just gonna kind of like play around with that, see if I can have any big insights.
I'll help. I'll help Marky
Oh, thanks.
do the spinning things, and I'll like
Smarty
point
pants.
out anything that I might know about the planets.
Yeah, and you just holler if you need anything, because we're just staying within like
Yeah,
this
we're-
area,
yeah.
so not that far.
All right. So, you are playing with the orrery.
Methodically.
Playing,
Examining.
learning.
Putting them together. Give me an insight check. And Salvador, as you go over to the Queen's quarters, give me an investigation check.
I got a 17 for insight.
I got a 3.
I got a
Wow, you are not
10.
helping.
No.
Marky's the one putting pieces together.
I got a 10.
A 10. Okay. So yeah, maybe Ren is still going through outfits.
Things just Ren like comes down and like tries to help Marky, but then things like catch his eye and be like, oh, I'm just gonna put this. Oh, a
Or
shiny
there's
pen.
like the orrery is like gold with gemstones, and you're like, could I take that planet without like screwing everything up? Like,
And you notice that like it's on gears so that it can do like the full like rotation schedule of like the planetary motion. So it's not like one of those ones with everything's just on a swinging arm and you have to like put it into place, not
Yeah.
like a third grade science project. But this is like a legit orrery that is like there's dials on the side that
yeah.
are related to like dates.
And I'm remembering like what Alice said in her diaries about how like the coordinates of the city are specifically tied to like the celestial positions of stuff, and like
Yeah.
just sort of puzzling out like what's going on with the city that I've lived in my whole life.
Do you have a map of the city?
In my little head.
Oh.
I know this city like the back of my hand.
Yeah, so you realize that this is like a legit orrery. I mean, you're not super familiar with the planets. It's kind of a relatively new concept for you that like, oh yeah, I thought all those twinkly lights were all just stars, but like as you're there, Ren's kind of just like present and you're kind of moving these around. You kind of just start to realize that like, oh, these are like big rocks that float around in orbit. And that's kind of the idea behind it.
Question about the orrery. If I move just a planet into a position, will it give me the date in which it will be there? Or does I have to set the date to find the position?
Yeah,
Or does it work
it's
vice versa?
all relatively well-oiled. Any piece that you move kind of initiates that like orchestration.
Okay. So they move in tandem.
So it's all
planets.
interconnected.
Because I want to try and
Spinning
line
on
them up.
point.
Like in this picture,
Yeah.
where they're all in a line.
You can kind of move
Yeah.
one of the planets and everything else shifts. The dial shift with it. Everything is on its own orbit, just like planets are. So like one might go around the central star like 3 or 4 times before another one finally makes it around. And there's like a lot of complexity to it. So what are you attempting to do?
I mean, I'd like to see if we can line all the planets up. Like a full
Like a
eclipse.
full lined up.
Like rotate one until they all sort of even out and line up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Which if that takes too long, I'll give up.
It's like 100 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So you start spinning, and you do eventually get them all lined up. And you look at the dial,
It's tomorrow.
and the last time
We never get to tomorrow.
all of the planets lined up was December 12th of 1452.
And can we figure out when the next time they're going to line up will be?
The next time you start spinning it forward, is a date in the future. Thank goodness. That makes sense. And it is going to be August 29th, 1466.
Next year.
Next year. Yeah. Feels like it could be the end of the world, but that's fine.
I don't know. Okay. How's Sal doing, I guess?
Yeah, was I able to ascertain any more clues about our Pudley pal or
Yeah, so let's
Drink the water.
scooch on over.
Do not drink the ghost water!
Scoot on over to Sal. So Sal, you are going to head on over to the other part of the royal quarters, which is markedly covered in a lot more silks and fabrics. And you see a gown on a kind of dress form in the like main area's space. How are you going about the search? Are we going through drawers, or are we just doing kind of like a survey?
So I see that the main feature of this room is just that dress. Is there other effects like a vanity or like a minaret, or no, not a minaret, a spinneret, or like something that the queen would have in her bedroom or living quarters?
So there's another bed.
Okay, yeah.
There's like a little sofa area. There's this dress. There's like a little table with a mirror and like a little short stool on it. There's like a little room divider that's all very like ornately decorated with like floral paintings on like a semi-transparent stretched fabric
Yeah.
or leather or something. that has been kind of decayed a bit.
Yeah, I'll search through the drawers of anything with a drawer on it.
Yeah, so you start going through drawers. You're finding things like a hairbrush, a little hand mirror, a little like cigarette holder, like things like that. So very personal items, all very intricate, kind of fitting of someone in the royal family.
I look at all the doors and are there doors exiting? Is it like a mirror image of the king's?
It's a mirror image of the king's quarters in terms of layout.
Okay.
So again, room off to the left this time that spins off into another room to the left. That is the queen's like powder room and wardrobe. Those doors are not barred by semi-sentient doors.
Okay,
So it was
that's
just
the
like
one. We don't need to save
it was
those
just
doors.
like the king's thing.
Yeah, he's just a nerd
The
like
king's
that.
thing. Instead of having like a personal library in the second room, she has like a little sitting chair and like a music player of sorts and like little hobby things
Yeah.
that she might have, like cross stitch and
that's
stuff
very
like
tempting. Sal, he inches closer to the cross stitch, and he looks at the hoops. Does she have a loom, like a small loom?
Yeah,
Okay.
you see a loom sitting on the sitting chair.
Okay.
And then you also see like a little basket with like lots of other like I don't know what you call it.
They're like skeins of wool or something. like
Yeah,
thread.
exactly.
Okay. Well, I shout over to the other room. I say, Marky, I think there's a more apparel for you to try out.
Ooh, okay.
But this seems to be similar to the other room. No talking doors, but some other just personal effects.
I trot over. Is there anything that looks I've got my little stole now. Well, it's a little big
you have
on
this
me,
beautiful
probably.
little stole.
Stole. Is there anything over here like a...
Yeah, there's like a nice set of gloves.
Those are not going to
there's-
fit me.
You could try them on and your like claws kind of poke through the tips.
Are there any little, like, nice little, like a tennis bracelet? Like a sparkly little pair of
Tennis bracelet. There
Yeah.
are like bangles with like jewels on
little,
them.
like, gemmy bangles?
Little gemmy bangles.
Okay. I put on 2 gemmy bangles, one on each wrist,
Aw.
with my little stole,
You
and
look-
I pose.
Very nice.
Very good.
And
Very
you
good.
pose. The camera zooms in on you.
Who is she?
And yeah, there's probably like maybe like a little shawl number that you could find.
I'm not going to get greedy. I think my
Like,
gemmy
the
bangles.
gowns are probably going to be a little cumbersome.
As Ren is scooping
I'm,
Could
you know,
jewelry into
I'm
his
just
bag.
upgrading my look. I'm not going crazy here.
Okay, Ren, how bad have we gotten? Like, what's the damage? Like, are we walking around with like a sack of
Do we need to
Metal
institute
objects?
encumbrance rules?
No, I don't think so. I think he like I feel like he would have an eye for like the valuable stuff, like the necklaces with like precious gems, things that are made out of like small things that are made out of gold that are like easy to travel with.
Okay.
Because the idea is that he's going to have to travel home with all
Yeah.
of this, which he can't do.
On the level of 0 to disadvantage on stealth checks, where are we at?
I would say somewhere in the middle.
Of course. So no disadvantage on stealth checks. That will matter when we discuss what you have actually ended up pocketing in terms of value later. Salvador, what are you doing right now?
So
What are
I am
you-
thinking, have we actually found the library that we think Alice was talking about? Because we found a small private library,
Yeah.
but it didn't seem to be like a great fountain of knowledge other than like bugs.
There's the bug book.
there is the bug book,
So I'm-
which like did not look like anybody else had opened it.
Yeah.
In the recent history, the wax seal was still on the scroll.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And the
Well-
box is locked.
Alice is no fan of riddles or jokes or puzzle boxes, so
That's not the vibe you get from her diary.
Yeah. She loves sticky buns and yeah.
These are Marky's bracelets.
So Marky has lots of lovely bracelets.
Sorry, I just wanted to find a good picture.
So
Ren has lots of stolen objects. They're not stolen, raided.
rescued.
Rescued.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rescued.
Salvaged.
Salvaged. That's
Foraged?
the word.
Forage.
Don't think you forage humanoid made things, person made things. I want to come up with a good language for explaining people as opposed to using the term humanoid.
Yeah.
But for people made things. And then Salvador is still trying to like find something.
Keep us on task.
Keep
Yeah,
us on
sorry,
task.
library. I don't think that was the library.
No.
So I'm thinking it might be on the 3rd floor.
Oh, yeah. All right, 3rd floor.
Sounds good.
I take some of the skeins with me. The skeins of string.
Okay, yeah, good.
All right, so you all want to go to the 3rd floor?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you'll have to exit out of the Queen's Quarters / King's Quarters area, out back into the hallway. You remember passing stairs that led up to the 3rd floor.
All right,
We ascend.
we do that.
Avoiding any flying
Yeah.
vases.
Hopefully, mostly left alone by
Yeah.
ghosts of all kinds.
As you push open the door back out into the hallway, you again exit into the hall where there are torches along the hall, and they begin to flicker.
Oh, Marky perks up, looks for the shadow person. I think the shadow person is on our side, like how the wet ghost is.
Give me a perception.
Okay. 5.
5. So you're like, oh my gosh, I need to find my friend the shadow.
I
As
think the
one
ghosts
does.
in here are nice. Some of them.
Some of them. As you are looking around, the flickering of the torches becomes more dramatic. And then, one by one, they begin to go out.
Oh no.
As you feel a gust of wind blowing down the hallway towards you. What do you do?
Maybe that's good.
Are there any windows in this hallway?
So at this point, the light, it gets pretty dark. It gets pretty darn dark. You do see some very faintly glowing natural moonlight trickling in from the end of the hallway over the balcony, where you can see stained glass windows from the ballroom.
It's on the other side of the hall. Okay, well, we should still go for the stairs,
I
right?
think still go upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Carefully. I have dark vision. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah, short dark vision. Itty bitty dark vision.
Really?
Well, because you're only like quarter elf.
I'm like quarter elf or something
Oh,
like
you
that.
have itty bitty dark vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come on.
Yeah, we did make that canonical. We gave you
10 feet?
10
Just
feet
10
dark
feet dark
vision.
Yeah.
At least you won't trip over anything.
Right,
Like,
right.
yeah.
I'm not blind.
So let's go for the stairs.
Going towards the stairs.
Not necessarily like we're not creating any source of light on our own because Sal and I can both see well enough in the dark, and you can sort
You can
of
see
follow
us,
us.
yeah.
All right, as you do that, I'm going to make a roll.
Oh,
I'm gonna make a roll.
great. I'm rolling 2 just to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Everybody
We're all
does
making
everybody roll.
rolls.
We're all rolling.
Oh, a nat 20. I'm just
Yeah, I
wasted.
got
I'll just
17.
I got 14. Yeah.
We go up the stairs really good.
That's fun.
Guaranteed way to piss off the DM. Just
Oh,
roll every
Jesus.
time they do.
That was a dramatic roll, so my cape just
Yeah.
my cloak just
Waters. Oh gosh.
billows behind me as I ascend the stairs.
Yeah,
As I descend the stairs.
Ren, are you posing? Are you posing?
As I descend up the stairs.
Okay.
Never let it die.
No, I don't think you will. So, the lights have just gone out. You see some moonlight trickling in from the end of the hall. And
Sorry, I just love that from last session.
You're crying.
I was crying laughing the last time.
for laughing right now.
It might have been the same exact joke, but it's just so funny.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
So you are pressing on towards the stairs. And Marky,
Oh, yeah.
your shadow friend.
Oh,
You think you see them cast on the wall as they start to melt down the wall onto the ground, and an arm starts to swirl up towards your foot.
I thought they might like point at something helpfully. Like, they're my friend, but we have to be much better friends before I let you caress my feet. So I gently lift my foot away.
So you kind of sidestep this like motion on the floor of this like dark shadow as you look around and realize that all of the walls around you are now melting with these shadows on them into the ground, and they start to reach out up into the space in around you. Everybody roll initiative.
Hey, team.
What's going on? Why did we stop?
Hallway.
As this like wall of darkness surrounds each of you.
Actual trash initiative every time.
Yeah, same.
All right, Ren, what'd you get?
10.
10. So good. Salvador.
I got 18.
18.
Heavy armor.
And
It is
Murky.
paradoxical.
6.
6. Even better. So, while Marty was the first one to notice and see what the heck was going on, Salvador will go first. So, what do you do as this, like, wall of amorphous, shadowy blobs, like, sinks from the walls into the floor and then kind of, like, grows up around you?
I think I want to cast another spell.
All right.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame in a direction that is not in the direction of my party mates.
All right.
QI.
I appreciate that.
Let's do that.
I'm going to try to attack this wall with Sacred Flame, which is a attack, I think.
So, clarification. These shadow tentacles, right?
You start to notice they have like humanoidish forms, but like their lower halves kind of like taper off into like a wisp.
And are they like shadows like attached to walls, or are they like floating up into thin air?
They are now floating up into thin air.
Gotcha.
They
So
kind of
then-
like move, they slinked
They occupy
from the
space
shadow.
I
But-
see. So they were
yeah.
like cast on the floor, but then sort of like emerged, like somebody sticking their hand up from a pool of water.
Exactly. So they kind of just like from the shadows, these forms kind of grew out
That's cool as
around
hell.
you.
Love the vibes.
Love the vibe.
Hate the experience, love the vibes.
So, is that a
Dexterity.
dexterity?
Dex saving throw.
I thought so. Okay, they are going to get a 7.
Okay, they fail.
All right.
So they
all
take
right.
2d8 of radiant damage. And they take 8 points of radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage. So as you cast your Sacred Flame, it goes through the like torso of one of these forms, and like the shadowy smoke splits in the area and starts to dissipate as you notice that it's kind of losing its form. Ren, what are you doing?
How far away are these things?
They're like all around you. Like
Okay,
you are all
so-
surrounded.
So within the 10 feet of that my vision has. Oh, but I guess you just cast Sacred Flame, so everything.
Yeah,
lit up.
there's like a
Oh,
fireball going
God.
down the hallway.
You're like, hey guys, why'd we stop?
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh, jeez. All right. I guess I'll run up to the one that Sal burned and take a swing with my sword. Here goes nothing, I guess.
So, like, as you run up towards it, you see that its form is just completely falling apart.
Oh, so it's dead. This one's dead.
That one's dead.
Oh.
Oh, then I'll go to the next one, and again,
Sword.
here goes nothing. It's the best I've got here. I'll take a swing at it. Oh, I'm gonna use my bonus action to analyze it. Not like that's probably gonna help, but lets me do better. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Shocked, honestly. That is 12. Is it piercing? Yeah, piercing damage with a short sword.
All right. 12 piercing damage. As you cut through the form, it goes through the form like butter, just like so smooth and swift as if you hadn't even hit a thing. And you see it kind of wisp out along your sword, but its form maintains strong.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be much help here.
Marky, what are you doing?
Are there torches, like unlit torches in this hallway or wherever
Yes,
we are?
they're all unlit now.
Okay, and how far away are they from me?
I mean, there's one like every 10 feet, so
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to light a torch within 10 feet of me.
beautiful. The torch goes on, and that almost gives these shadows more form as you can see exactly where each one is. Well, before they felt very like blended into the darkness, and now you can see they have like true clear form. It's still this like wispy black shadowiness.
Right, but we can tell where they
But
are.
you can clearly see where they are now. So they aren't as blendy and stealthy.
Great, and I'm going to use my bonus action to yell to Sal, "Punish them, my pink pal!" And I'll give you a bardic inspiration die.
All right. Fun times.
So, do you know how that works?
Yeah, I get to add it to damage, or is it just
ability
a
check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Just d20s, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, these shadows that are all around you and now very physical seeming
Maybe I made
they
it
got bulk.
worse.
are all going to just swarm you. So there's like several figures all around you. The one has dissipated, but there are still quite a few more. And they start to just kind of lunge in and try to like drown out the light around you. So let's make some rolls. Again, like I'm making rolls. Do you want to all roll with me?
Yeah, let's see if I can waste another nat 20. I didn't.
So they are going to try to swarm you all, and Salvador, one of them is going to just like completely just like encapsulate you. Everything goes dark around you as if like it like engulfed you. And you just feel like this pain as your skin starts to feel pringly.
Pringly,
Potato chips erupt on my flesh.
Pringly,
Oh, no. Oh, my
pringly,
gosh.
pringly,
This is a whole paddle boat all over again.
You're,
pringly.
darn you all. Your skin starts to feel all prickly and dry, and you feel this like lethargy wave just consume you, and you are going to take 7 necrotic damage. This is also going to happen to Marky.
Oh.
So Marky, you also just like consumed by darkness. And you are going to feel this pain and take 11 necrotic damage. And both of you are going to have your strength reduced by 3 as you feel this energy just like ripped from your body. Just like this like super sudden just like wall of fatigue.
As my reaction, I cast Hellish Rebuke.
All right.
So it has to do a dexterity saving
Yeah.
throw.
All right, dexterity saving throw. Here we go.
Yeah, I guess Sal's is just all dexterity based, I guess.
It is going to get an 8.
It fails, so it takes the full brunt of 3d10 fire damage.
10?
'Cause I get-
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke is fucking bomb.
Can you
I
use
get
that every time you get hit?
No, it's a tiefling thing. I get to use it once per long rest as a second level spell.
Oh,
okay.
Gotcha.
That would be insane if you got to
It's
use
a
it every
spell
time.
slot.
yeah.
and
So it does a total of 8 plus 13 fire damage to it.
You see that, like, as you point at it, rebuke it with flame that shoots out of your finger, you see, like, it shoots up in flame and this, like, light comes back into your vision and it has, like, lost so much of its form. What are you gonna do next? It's your turn again.
I'm gonna do a repeat performance, another Sacred Flame, at the one that's currently engulfing Marquis.
All right.
So it has to do another dexterity saving throw.
Yes, love these dex throws. Totally going well for me. And nat 20, baby.
Yes. So does it do anything on a fail? I don't think it does.
22.
I don't think Sacred Flame does.
No,
No,
'cause
it
it's
does
a cantrip.
not.
Yeah, so
So
it
it is going to
succeeds.
resist your sacredness,
Yes.
your
And
holiness. You're holier than thou.
hey, I am not a pushy religious. I'm barely religious to begin with, but
Sort of like
I just
obligated
happen to
be
draw my
religious.
powers from my god. And
Just like, whatever.
I mean,
It's like so funny.
it's a
like-
transactional thing.
It's like, yeah, like, I believe in God, I guess, because I can cast fire out of my fingertips.
I can shatter things by looking at them. Gust of wind.
It has
be
felt
nice.
very transactional for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, we both have agreed to it. He gets whatever adoration or whatever temple's
Yeah.
built to him, and we get to use his
So
power.
you would assume you've never spoken with him, but like,
He's busy.
Yeah,
He's
his line is always off the hook. But yeah, that's my turn.
all right, Ren, what are you doing?
Oh, right. I'm next. Like, visually, can I tell that they've been hurt, my compatriots? Like, are you bleeding?
I mean, y'all are getting attacked. They're like swarming now. Like, this is like a flurry of shadows. Like, everything's moving real quick.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to try and grab the torch that Marky lit
All right.
off of the wall
All right.
and maybe swipe at one of them.
All right.
Do I have to disengage with the one that I'm in front of to do so, or is it within grabbing distance?
Gosh, I think mechanically, yes, you do.
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to disengage from it and use a superiority dice. I just hate that name for it. And I'll run over to the wall, grab the torch, and then swing back into the one that I had disengaged from.
All right. Make an attack.
Oh, I would use intelligence for that. Do I get my proficiency bonus if it's
Are you proficient in torches?
I don't know.
An improvised
Is it
weapon,
improvised
like
weapon?
a
It's
club.
an improvised weapon, so no.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I can't wield it like a club because I am proficient with simple weapons.
It's like a
I think
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, it's like a club.
no, I guess that's true. Let's do that.
Okay.
So it's basically just a club. It's a simple weapon.
it's a club on fire.
yeah.
Club on fire.
Fire club. That is a 14. Oh, it's actually not that bad.
I feel like there needs to be a song that's called Club on Fire.
It's a
You
sort
got
of
a
burn up
14,
on
you
this
said?
one.
A 14 will hit.
Perfect. That is 1 bludgeoning, 4 fire damage.
Cool.
And I guess plus 7 to bludgeoning, so 8 bludgeoning because of my attack bonus.
All right.
Damage bonus.
You just bash this thing with the torch. It kind of like lights up in flames and then kind of just dissipates into a smoke.
keep doing that.
Yes.
Keep doing that. Marky, what are you doing?
I guess I will. Doodly boop boop.
Currently engulfed in darkness.
Yeah, so am I like grappled or am I
No.
just like in melee?
Just in melee.
Okay, cool.
With shadowy darkness.
It's dagger time.
Daggers!
I pull out my 2 daggers. 2 knives, great vibes, and get stabbing. Boop boop.
Alright, make those attack rolls.
So the first one is regular, and the second one, when you use your offhand, you just don't get your proficiency bonus, or do
You
don't
don't
do
get
damage,
damage
yeah.
bonus.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first knife, that is a 14 to hit.
A 14 will hit.
Okay, and then second knife is natty 20.
And then you crit on the second one.
Great, okay.
Lovely.
And so now
Alright,
roll
so
all
give
the
me that
damage.
damage.
Okay, so
So
that's
you just start laying into this thing.
okay. So that's 8 points of piercing damage
Alright.
as I pull out my knives and start stabbing
You
at the
start-
blob.
Shoving your knives into them, and it like seems like you're seeing these like wisps of black smoke that are like pouring out of the like gaping jab holes.
Gaping jackals.
Gaping jab holes. It's not a wound. It doesn't look like a wound in any like sense that you would normally associate wounds looking like. But it's like a hole in the body, and this like wispy black smoke is pouring out.
Get off me!
But it keeps most of its form. Like it's
Whoa. All right.
doesn't seem as effective as some of the other things going on.
Unsurprisingly.
All right, I think everybody's ready for another swarm.
Yeah, we're so
So they are like spinning around, swarming you, all attacking. I'm gonna roll some more attacks. I'm excited, especially since that's a crit. That's the second crit.
I have a reaction I'd like to use if that's okay.
Yeah.
For one of these.
Oh.
I'd like to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay.
As a reaction, when a creature you can see succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you magically distract the triggering creature and turn its uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. Blah, blah, blah. You have to re-roll the d20, and I choose a different creature and give them advantage.
All right. Rerolling that 20.
So I say, stop that shit, shadowy, sketchy shadows. And then I point at Ren and I say, fuck him up, my feisty friend.
Nice.
Yeah, so you have advantage
Uh,
on your next
Torch attack.
attack roll, ability check, or
Your
saving.
next torch attack. We all know it's going to be a torch attack.
Yeah, torch attack.
Cool. So you saved Salvador in that, but that still means that Murky and Ren are going to take some damage.
All right, that's fine.
Great.
So, let's see. For Ren, you are going to take 7 necrotic damage,
Right.
and your strength is going to be reduced by 2.
If your strength is reduced to 0, do you die?
Yes.
Okay, noted. Just checking. And also, if you die from necrotic damage, you don't get death saves, right?
I think so.
You just like dead.
Yeah, it's
From
like
necrotic damage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you. If
Wait,
not-
is that a rule?
If
Yeah.
it kills you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I mean, we can like make it
cool,
not
cool,
a
cool,
rule,
cool.
house rule.
Tight.
Tight.
I've died before. It's fine.
It didn't stick.
Then it didn't stick for you. Marky is gonna take 10 necrotic damage. I'm rolling way higher for you than I am for other people.
How do you
I'm so
feel?
sorry.
I'm not doing good, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Marky is on the ground on her, like, just like, ah!
Your strength is only gonna be reduced by 1 this time.
Okay, that's not the most immediate problem, but it's on the list.
As again, you feel like this wave of lethargy and just like your bones begin to ache, your muscles begin to ache, your will begins to just drain from your body.
Ren, get them off me.
All right, Salvador.
Okay.
I'll get them off her.
Sal, get them off me.
I can cast Healing Word because it's a bonus. So you can cast 2 spells if one is a cantrip, I believe.
It depends on the action economy.
Yeah, because this is a bonus action, and then
Yeah.
I'll use the cantrip as an action. But I'm
Yeah.
going to use a bonus action to heal Marky at 3rd level, which is going to be 3d4 plus my
Spicy
skill casting modifier.
Spicy heal.
3rd level, spicy.
Spicy heal.
Oh, what's the healing word of the day?
The healing word is mink.
Mink.
Because of the mink shot, the coat that you have.
Mink.
So I'll just yell out, Ming.
Mink.
So you take a total of 7 plus my spell casting modifier, which I think is my wisdom plus.
Your proficiency, right?
No, is it?
Oh.
No, because it's just my intelligence. It's not like my attack modifier.
You cast with charisma, don't you?
No,
Oh, wisdom. No, sorry.
wisdom because I'm a cleric. So I think that's a total of 10 healing points that you get back.
Oh.
I'm going to use my sacred flame to illuminate this situation. It's like, get the hell away. So it has to do another dexterity saving throw. That's all. Basically, all my spells are just dex saves because it's
Yeah.
like avoiding lightning or something. So you need
Love
to do a
it.
dex save.
I like the way you phrased it as like
Oh, I
you
need to do a
take
dex save?
10 points of
Okay.
healing.
How many? Just one?
Just
take
well, I
them.
can only do one attack. Yes.
Okay.
It's one.
So one of these bad boys is gonna try to dodge a thing. They are gonna roll 15.
That passes, so it doesn't do anything. But they're illuminated, so I can see.
They're
them now.
illuminated, so you get a advantage on the attack.
No, it's
No.
just flavor. I'm gonna rush over to just be next to Marky now, so they might glom onto me.
Aw, sweet. Ren.
Ren is going to just attack the shadow that's on Marky with the torch. With advantage. Oh, but I didn't analyze it with my bonus action, which is fine. Hopefully that's a 14 to hit.
A 14 does hit.
Brilliant. So I don't do as much. That is 11 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage. And then I will use my bonus action and spend a superiority dice to use, it's called smelling salts, but it heals for the number that I roll on the superiority dice. So I like pull out this bottle of smelling salts and like just like flick it under Marky's nose and you take a big hit. And it just revitalizes you for 3.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm feeling a lot better,
Oh, we have
guys.
+3 to proficiency now. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I'm so glad I'm with you guys.
What's little Marka doing? Now that she's back in the game,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Sweet, sweet little Marky would like to set the carpet on fire, if that's okay.
Yes.
So sweet. So sweet.
So my prestidigitation says instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Why
but
not?
like,
Why
can I
not?
set the carpet on fire or like some? Yeah.
Yeah, you can set a torch-sized section of the carpet on fire.
I'd like to slap my hand on the carpet, like kind of where the shadow closest to me is originating, and just be like, "Pew," and it starts like
Okay.
a little smoldery.
So we're gonna do a thing. Make an attack roll
Okay.
to aim that on the point.
Plus, let's see, what would that just be? Plus, is this like plus my spell casting modifier, an spell attack? roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 10.
Okay.
Not great.
So you light part of the carpet on fire. It's a little too far to the left, but now there's a fire.
Okay.
That's a start.
That's a start. There's a fire. The room is more lit now. These shadows are really physical. They're right there.
Is there a gauge of how many are left? Or do they kind of want an amorphous blob? That's kind of hard to tell.
As this like combat has been going on, you've been starting to like realize exactly like their forms. They started like very amorphous when the lights were out, but now that everything's well illuminated, you've been fighting them, you realize there's only 4 left.
Only 4
Only
left.
4.
Guys, I have advantage on attack rolls if an ally is within 5 feet.
Oh, you have pack tactics.
Okay, let's recon that. Make
Okay.
another attack
I'm so
roll.
sorry. I should have been using that the whole time. I
No
just
worries.
didn't read my I rolled the exact same thing. Never mind.
The D&D gods are not on Ellie's side today.
Yeah, they slapped my little hand. They said, read your character sheet.
All right. I hope y'all are ready for more swarming. This is gonna happen every round.
I'm just waiting for something to
unless
hit
they're
me.
Killed.
Yeah.
So, this time I only get 4 rolls.
Only 4.
All right. All 3 of you are gonna get hit.
Nice.
Yay.
So,
Oh, I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
everybody's having a good time. We're sharing the love.
No crits this time?
No crits this time, though. No crits this time. So everybody is going to feel the lovely, lovely, joyous time of getting their life drained from them. Salvador, 8 necrotic damage,
Goodness.
and your strength is going to be reduced by 3. Marky, 11 necrotic damage.
So much damage.
Should we just leave this room and go down the stairs?
And your strength is going to be reduced by 2.
How are we looking, Marky?
Not the strength is becoming a bigger problem than the HP, but the HP is also not good.
If you guys get out of this hallway, I can do some massive shit.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
You don't gotta tell us twice.
I'm now rolling for Ren.
Yeah.
May the gods be ever in your favor. 7 necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1.
Okay, that's still a problem.
I'm
don't-
rolling so well. I'm so sorry. I'm having the time of my life.
Oh, good.
And we're back up to Salvador.
So we're not very far from the staircase that we ascended on.
We're like at the top of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From to the first floor, back to
The third to the second floor. Back to the second
we
floor.
climbed the stairs to the 3rd floor.
No, you were about to.
Oh,
Oh,
this
we're
is-
on the second floor?
We're on the second floor still. We haven't
Oh, okay.
I thought we were in the upper
We
hallway.
have not made it to the 3rd floor. You were like just about to start heading up
Oh.
when these shadowy figures swarmed you.
Okay.
Your friends.
You know what? I really misjudged the vibe.
So the creature that hit me has to do a dexterity saving throw because it hit me with an attack.
Oh yes.
Are you rebuking it? Wait, no, you can't rebuke it.
Does a 21 save.
It does, but it takes half damage. But I'm
Okay.
going to use my destructive wrath to make it a crit. So it takes
right.
2d8 damage of lightning.
You go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Good.
So it takes a total of 12 lightning damage. As I burn that
Oh,
wrath
shoot.
before.
That one's gone. That one's
Good.
fucking gone.
We're just like lightning jumps off of you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Shit, you look so cool.
my
Over here patching wounds with smelling salts.
You're like, sniff this, and he's like, God speaks through me.
so hopefully we don't run into anything more powerful because I will be spent. But
wow.
but yeah, I'm using up all my cleric abilities.
Yeah,
Use your
hopefully the
juice.
library's cleared out as well or something.
Yeah,
I don't
fingers
know.
crossed.
We can take a spell rest.
Yeah,
Man, I picked all social spells, and now I feel like an idiot.
Like I have a command and hold person and deafen. Like not happening here.
Yeah, I've got like distort value. How not to use that at all.
Distort value.
That could be helpful with my haul.
Yeah,
That's
this is made out of wood. But yeah,
I will totally reward creativity with the
Okay.
weird ass spells that nobody ever picks.
so now is my attack. I'm
That's
going
your
to-
attack. And
Well,
you,
no, that was my reaction
that's
from
your
when it
reaction.
attacked me.
Oh shit.
It's
Okay.
just your turn now.
This is not just your turn.
Yeah.
Wow. You are a force to be reckoned with now that you've leveled up.
Now I'm gonna use guiding bolt.
No longer the squishy level 1.
Yeah, once you get past the second level, you can really do some damage. I'm gonna do guiding bolt on one of the things.
Okay,
So
cool.
I finally get to do an attack roll on it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna use what was your helpful word thing? Was it
My bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration? So I'm going to use...
Helpful
My helpful word.
word.
It's like this. Yeah,
it's like healing word, but it's
close,
better, yeah. So I'm going to do a ranged attack on it. And that's going to be that's a total of 4 plus 6 plus 6 is 16.
16 hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 46 of radiant damage.
I mean, you could totally flop on a 46 and just get 4.
You know what? That's probably what's going to happen. No, that's a total of 19 radiant.
Jesus.
19. Okay, another one's gone. Goodbye.
Burn a hole.
It's just
Hole in the
gone.
wall.
So yeah,
Yeah, there's scorch marks in the wall behind it.
I have another thing on my character sheet that I haven't finished.
what?
I need a highlighter.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll find out soon enough what that was, because it is Ren's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna heal Marky.
Please.
There are 2
so-
left, by the way. Just a reminder.
I'm
2.
gonna use my action to heal Marky for. What do I use this for? I'm gonna use my bonus action to analyze you as part of my shtick. Wait, no, that's not right. Is that right? No, that's not right. Just kidding. I'm just gonna heal you. That
feels so invasive.
is 11 healing.
Wow. Okay, great. At this point, it's really the strength thing that's like becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that can't be healed
Yeah, I don't think I
or
can
like.
do anything.
I think you
about
got to
that.
rest to get it back.
Oh.
Yeah, it will be a short rest.
I
Required.
will, I don't know, put myself between Marky and the nearest shadow.
Thanks, guys. I'm sorry I'm
Lovely,
not very
lovely.
helpful.
And you know what? I'll use my offhand to swipe at use like my main hand to heal, and then offhand to take like to swing at the closest shadow.
Sure.
Don't know. Okay, that's a 8.
An 8 is not gonna do. So
That's
you
fair.
just kinda try to fend it off.
Yeah.
But do no damage. Marky, what have you learned about your character?
Well, it's not helpful right now, but did you know
Okay.
that when I make a persuasion or deception check, I can treat a roll of 9 or lower as a 10, so I can't score lower than a 19 on a persuasion or deception check?
Oh my
No.
gosh,
Forever, always
forever
19
and
at,
always.
at minimum.
Whoa.
Really nice.
That's a kobold thing?
So, no, it's a bard thing, I think.
Okay.
It's like the bard college that I chose. But that not helpful right now. Right now I'm going to disengage and exit the situation.
You're going back into the queen's quarters or whatever?
You don't need to disengage because Ren was able to weasel his way in and
Great.
block an
Cool.
attack for ya.
So
So you are
I'm
free to run away.
Okay, I'm going to run, so I'm about like just on the edge of 10 feet away from the shadow creatures, and then I'm gonna curl up a little ball and rock back and forth and go, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I have so much to live for and I feel so weak. Oh, and I'm groveling. And you guys all have
Groveling,
advantage on your
yay.
attack rolls because you feel so bad for me.
You're just a little kobold.
I'm just a little creature. I don't deserve this. I didn't sign up for this. I want to go back to my time loop. There are no shadows in my time loop.
All right. Okay, so it's my turn to roll. So I'm gonna do that.
Joy.
Only twice this time. It's less and less each time around. And
Is the carpet that I set on fire? How's that doing?
It's
Just,
kind of like
it's just sort of
slowly building.
chilling.
Like
Probably put that out to be honest.
yeah.
Maybe we can get the wet ghost in here.
Ding ding.
All right. So this time, because of your valiant, heroic, lovely effort, Ren, you will get hit, and you're the only one taking damage.
What, can I use my reaction to cast silvery barbs again?
You can.
Okay, so it has disadvantage on that roll, and
Oh,
you
my
haven't
goodness.
used your advantage that I gave you.
I have.
Oh, you have. Okay, I give it back to you.
Yay.
Okay.
Wreck 'em, Ren.
It does nothing. It is flop. It has with your resolve, it like latches on at you and tries to pull that bit of energy out of you, and you're like, no,
Nah.
nah,
Suck
bitch.
it.
Don't let them. You're the toughest person I know.
That brings us back up to Salvador.
Okay, there are 2 remaining foes.
There are 2 remaining foes.
You know the drill. Do a deck save.
Yeah,
I crack my fingers as I say, well, this thing again.
It's going to get 17.
That passes. So Salvador's like, man, this thing is really hit or miss.
Yeah, I've been doing really well on the last couple.
I'm going to sidle further down the hallway towards the smoking carpet. So I'm going to stand near the fire.
Stand near the fire. Okay, it's very warm.
I have, yes, I enjoy that.
Don't bother Sal. He's from hell.
Yeah.
Marky assumes
Yeah.
ignorantly.
Who knows?
Must be a demon, right? I've made friend with demon.
But not as spiky as the one we saw.
Right, no.
Yeah,
or
there's
is
a friendly
Matt
demon.
mean? Or is
Friendly.
mean?
Pinker.
Pinker, definitely
too.
pinker. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a pinker tone.
So, Ren, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a swipe at the one in front of me
All
with
right.
advantage. Thank you for your sparkly barbs.
Sparkly barbs.
That is a... Oh, I'm going to analyze it first to get that.
All right.
17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Come on, mostly fire damage. Nope. But that is 10 bludgeoning and 1 fire damage.
All right. You give it a good whack, but you're swinging so hard that the torch is starting to kind of dwindle.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I will...
Don't want that to go out.
Right, nope. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage with my maneuver and run back towards Marky, making sure that Sal is between us and the shadows.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Marky, you're up.
I see Ran running back towards me, and is there another unlit torch nearby?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I say, Ren! And I point at another torch and it lights on fire. Dual wield it!
I like that. I like the idea that Ren is just like, oh yes, thank you, and just veers off towards the torch mid-run.
La 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 la. Cool. So, yeah, you've lit another torch. So, you have kind of offered Salvador up as
I
I'm so
tribute.
sorry.
Sal said if we clear the hallway, he can do some crazy stuff. So
Yeah, so
we're just doing
we're-
what you said.
Yeah, Salvador looked at his book and he's like, oh, I can only do that outside because I can't see the sky.
Oh, you didn't.
Somebody put a hole in the ceiling.
I'll be fine.
Total flop. They are they're starting to feel very discouraged.
It's like all my friends are goop now.
Yeah, everybody's been turned into dust. They try to swarm you, Sal, but you are able to fend them off. It is your turn. What are you doing?
You know, my signature move.
All right,
Do a
I'll make
dexterity
the
saving
dex
throw.
Oh, another flop. That's a 4.
That fails. So,
Finally.
with
Looking
one last
violent.
flourish, Salvador says, you light up my life.
Oh no.
And he gets a 14 for radiant damage.
14. It's gone. Goodbye. One left. Just one. One measly, shadowy figure left. And it is Ren's turn.
Okay, Ren was gonna grab the newly lit torch to dual wield torches. And this is stupid, but Ren is going to run towards it and then knee slide with both torches out to the side to try
Electric guitar starts playing.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to slide next to it so that both torches
Swipe through it.
Swipe through it.
All right, give me those attack rolls.
Okay.
I love
And I don't
this.
have
This is
advantage,
great.
right? No, I didn't get because I already used that advantage. I analyze it first. Unless, does my grabbing of the torch count as a bonus action?
That would be a free action.
Okay. And then I still have my bonus action. That means that is a 16 and a 19.
Both will hit.
Booyah.
Finish him.
This is probably going to be a finishing move, which is perfect. We got the electric guitar going. We've got the knee slide.
Big
We've
ass
got
D4.
fire.
Right. It's a huge d4. I don't know why. I don't know why it's different sizes from all the other dice in the set.
That is, yeah.
That is 4 fire damage and 14 bludgeoning damage.
Finish it.
I mean, that's what I do. I slide through it.
Slide
You
through.
slice it.
Dramatic
And slice it in
moment
half.
of just.
And then both arms out to the side as I like slowly stop.
Yes.
Victory pose.
And it's mostly for
Victory
balance.
pose.
Yeah.
To like balance because I'm mid knee slide.
Yeah. Do you get a little rug burn?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, you probably don't tear up your fucking knees if we're being realistic.
Twilight is asleep on my back.
Twilight's like,
And that is end of combat, y'all.
oh, Marky lies face down on the floor.
Corpse pose, yeah.
I could use a sit down.
How about that 10-minute short rest that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, but I can't do that for me, I don't think.
Oh.
Oh,
Only
it's
do
only
it
for
to
the
you
people?
guys, yeah.
Only other people. Oh,
Let me double check, but I
what
think
a
that's the
shame. Well, yeah, let's double check that. Let's like make sure.
Let me take a quick gander. I forgot to print out
Would that
the
be
spell.
so sad?
Yeah.
Just like the forever mom. Just like
Can you only use it
everybody
on
else
one
get a good
person?
nap. I will busybody over here.
Let's see. Okay, up to 3 willing creatures that of your choice that you can see within range
That doesn't say other creatures, just 3 willing creatures.
fall unconscious for the
Oh.
spell's duration.
Is it concentration?
I don't think.
If it's not concentration, you don't need to be conscious for it.
Yeah.
You just need to cast the spell.
We'd just be very vulnerable for 10 minutes.
Let's go lock ourselves in the quarter, in the royal quarters.
Yeah.
We were safe there before.
I mean, I'll get.
You'll allow it?
I'll allow it.
All right.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, team. It's nap time.
It's time.
Okay.
Nap time for Marky. She slowly gets up and shuffles back into the chamber.
You know what would be helpful right now? A magical door to put between
Shit.
us and
That
something
won't let
else.
anybody in unless they answer the riddle. Well, we have regular doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
regular doors.
You do have regular doors.
We'll go to the back of the queen's chamber.
Yeah,
Maybe
shuffle
sit in the
in.
closet.
Close all the doors behind us. Maybe like move some furniture in front of them.
Yeah.
Everybody sit down, or you're gonna fall down when you go unconscious.
We all hold
Oh.
hands.
I don't know about that.
I flick the little metronome, and it starts ticking, and I sort of start like mumbling a little story, like. Wait, and hear ye a tale of the sleepiest silly billies that ever were. And so it goes on with this like story as her voice slowly drifts off, and we all fall asleep for 10 minutes.
Hey.
You fall asleep for 10 minutes,
And it's a
y'all
short
get
rest.
a short rest. And all of your missing strength comes back.
Thank God.
And I can beat down things, beat down doors.
So remind me, for hit dice and short rest, you can roll up to half.
Up to half.
Oh, up to half.
And then do you
okay.
add your constitution?
No. Oh, do you?
No.
I don't think.
I
No.
thought you did.
I don't know. I've
That's a
never,
good
we've never
question.
really done a short rest before.
What? Yeah, they're hard to pull off in a lot of situations.
Good thing we got a
Yeah.
magical spell for
Okay,
it.
I'm all better. I pop up.
All
Better.
better.
After 10 minutes of snoozing. I'm back, baby. Marky's back.
Marky's back.
We wake up and like, I don't know, we probably like piled up a bunch of dresses and stuff. We're like, oh.
Cocoon.
Yeah. Oh my
She
gosh.
sits. Actually, I think it's canonically, Marky probably like squishes right in between the two of you because she really likes to sleep in like a pack.
Oh.
Ren probably like scoots over a little bit whenever anybody's touching him in his sleep. He's like, no.
And he's the door. And he's just like, oh,
Great, we're back, baby.
oh yeah.
All right, you had a short rest. What are we doing? We're heading up.
What if we go back to the library, but the shadows? What if there are more shadows?
We
What
just
if
have to
there are
bring
more?
lights with us this time.
Yeah, I'll do wheel torches.
Yeah, we got a
Little
lantern.
torches. All right, lots of light.
Yeah.
Should we wait until daytime? Or there are windows? Does that prevent the critters from? But like light didn't really seem to cause problems for them.
No.
It kind of made them more solid.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it didn't so much have an effect on it, other than like
We could
you all
perceive
could
them.
see it better. So you make your way back out into this hallway yet again, anticipating some fuckery,
As we do always.
as we do, as is expected now. make your way up the stairwell
Did
onto the
anything
third
happen
floor
with
landing.
the carpet that was on fire?
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't.
Yeah, we stamped it out.
Oh, we stamped it out before we took our
I
nap.
stamped
Sure we
it
did.
out
Marky
before.
didn't, but I'm glad somebody else was paying attention.
It's also a rather musty rug.
Oh, it's
The wet ghost.
So
Wet
the
ghost.
fire
Oh, you Wekos
never,
did walk through there.
the fire never quite caught.
That's fine. That's probably for the best. I wonder if we'll see the wet ghost again. I think now the wet ghost would never do us dirty like that.
No, definitely not.
Never do us dirty. And you make your way up to the third floor landing. You are on in another hall. But this one ends at a balcony. And if you kind of look beyond the balcony, you can see the ballroom below.
It's like a glass ceiling, or it's just a very
It's just a
tall.
balcony.
Okay.
Just like, yeah,
Like 2-story. The
Yeah.
ballroom is 2 stories tall.
the ballroom's 2 stories. And there's really only 2 options here. There's a door to the right, 2 doors to the right, and a door to the left.
Oh, okay.
Is there any difference between them at all? Do we notice anything?
Any placards asking for
They're all
jobs?
nice, heavy, solid oak, iron reinforced doors befitting of the royal castle.
Right or left?
Let's start with the left.
Sure.
All right. So you make your way down the hallway and you approach the door on the left. Who's opening it?
I will. Sal opens the
No one
door.
ever wants to open these doors. I wonder why.
I knock on it first. Yeah.
Squishy friends are like,
So, Salvador, you turn the door handle. It's unlocked. You push open the door. And it's first dark. But then slowly you see one torch go on at a time. Throughout a room, illuminating stacks of books, shelves lining every wall, raised up 2 stories with ladders, and there are there's lecterns, there's shelves of books, there's little seating areas, and these candelabras that just are going on one at a time, lighting up this room. And that's where we'll end the episode.
Yeah.
The library.
The library. And that is where we will put a pause on today's story. Thank you all for joining us for this spooky saga as we plunge into the abyss. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Shadows of Prophecy, and join us next time to find out what becomes of Rin, Salvador, and Marky in this lavish library. I want to give a special thanks to JayCeeAitch, our fabulous patron keeping the candles lit here at Goblin Forge. Your support has meant the world to us, and we are so grateful for your absolute generosity. I would like to thank Scrubcast for some absolutely fantastic sound mastering, music, and effects. They have been utterly amazing to work with, and I highly recommend checking them out if you're ever in the need of audio editing, especially for their fantastic music and effects design. I would like to thank Sirenscape for some outstanding atmosphere and music. Make sure to check them out at Sirenscape.com. I use Sirenscape all the time at my game table and for our Twitch streams. It adds that little something special to bring your players and audience into the story. I would like to thank our players this evening: Dan,
Ellie and Chris. I'm so happy to have you in our cast, and can't wait to hear what ominous adventures we'll find ourselves in next time. Our theme song was written by my brother, the chill electronic vapor soul artist Lusk. You should check out their most recent single, Gus. This has been a Goblin Forge production. Please follow us on Instagram at goblin_forge_TTRPG. And hey, show us some support by becoming one of our fabulous patrons at patreon.com/goblin_forge, where you can get access to bonus content like handouts and counter maps, and even adventure guides to run your own horrific campaigns or one-shots. And at the very least, give us a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice. This is how we get the word out about our podcast, and we love sharing it with you all. Thank you, and tune in next time to find out what secrets lie in these dusty stacks. Does Alice lead them to any answers? Or do more questions await?